baby food is made by preparing and cooking the ingredients in much the same way that you might do at home for your baby. That food is then transferred to the pouches, which are then sealed so they are airtight. And the pouches are not see-through, they are completely airtight and non-permeable. So that allows no oxygen and no light to get to that food, which could potentially spoil the food. So once the food is cooked and it's inside the pouches, everything is locked in, everything is sealed, and the caps are secured on those pouches. What happens next is those pouches then go through a heat treatment process or a sterilization process where it is heated to a very high temperature, which kills the bacteria. And that's what gives the pouches their really long shelf life. So that's different to what you would be doing at home. And that's why baby pouches can last at room temperature for much longer than any food that you would be preparing yourself for your baby at home. Now, what happens with that heat treatment process is that you may lose a small amount of those heat-sensitive vitamins because they are destroyed by the heat. However, all the other vitamins that might be water-soluble, for example, won't be affected by that heat treatment process because the food is already locked in, it's not submerged in water, and therefore the vitamins and the minerals aren't going to leach out into the water and be lost. So things like your non-heat sensitive vitamins and minerals and your protein and your iron and all of those useful vitamins and minerals for your baby will remain locked in that pouch. So there is still plenty of nutrition that your baby can get from the baby food pouches. Now, if you're asking me as a baby nutritionist whether I would recommend or whether I would use baby food pouches, as I've mentioned, I think they can be really useful and really convenient, particularly for when you are traveling or you're out and about. My number one tip for feeding your baby food pouches would be always to make sure that you transfer the food into a bowl and you feed your baby with a spoon. There is much more to weaning than just what the nutrition is and how much they are eating. Weaning is a whole sensory process, and we don't want your baby to lose out on some of those sensory aspects of weaning, which can be lost if they are sucking directly from a baby pouch. So if you are transferring the pouch into a bowl and your baby is being fed with a spoon, or they may even enjoy doing a bit of self-feeding if they're a little bit older, they are still then benefiting from being able to see the food. They can stick their hands in that food, they can smell that food much more. So they are really benefiting from all of those sensory aspects as well as the nutrition and the energy that you get from that food.